Hello everyone, welcome to How to Do Basic. In this video, we will see about share capital. This is an important topic every startup should know. We would be seeing what's capital, share, authorized capital, issued capital, called up capital, application calls, subscribed capital, reserved capital, and about few more terms. First, let's look at capital. Capital is the cash used to start a business by the owner. When the cash is collected from various people to start the business, we call it share capital. These various people can be public or called investors. For example, the total share capital is 1 lakh. The share capital is divided into many parts, and each of these parts are called shares. If one share is worth 10 rupees, it takes 10,000 shares to be issued to make it 1 lakh. So 10,000 shares by a value of 10 makes it 1 lakh of authorized capital. The maximum amount the company is able to collect from the public or the investors, or we can also say the maximum share value the company is allowed to issue to the investors is called authorized capital, or sometimes called registered capital, or also called nominal capital. The company cannot collect more than the authorized capital amount from the public. If the public buys 5,000 shares at 10 rupees value each, then the amount received by the company would be 50,000 rupees. This is called issued capital. So 5,000 shares sold, or you can also say 5,000 shares issued at 10 rupee value makes it 50,000 of issued capital. The remaining share capital which is available is called unissued capital. To receive or invite investors, the company will publish a prospectus with details like company type, required authorized capital, total shares, value of each share, etc. The company also publishes an application form with fields like asking the investors about the number of shares to be issued, value the investor is willing to pay initially, and more fields like that. For example, value is 10 rupees. Investor plans to purchase 5 rupees first, 3 rupees next, and the remaining of 2 rupees next on an installment basis. The first installment of 5 rupees is called application. For example, if the investor is issued only with 5,000 shares, then the amount received will be 5,000 by 5 rupees, which is 25,000 rupees. This installment basically ensures that the investor is willing to invest in the company. The second installment of 3 rupees is called allotment. The third installment of 2 rupees is called call. In case if he paid 1 rupee, it's also called call, and the remaining 1 rupee will be called as second call. So generally all further installments next to calls are called second call, third call, fourth call, etc. And the last call is called last call, or also called as final call. I will draw the diagram again. The 5 rupees is called application, 3 rupees is called allotment, and the remaining 2 rupees is called calls. In this installment, for example, application and allotment fees of 5 and 3 are paid already. Then it is together called as called up capital. The calls which are yet to be paid is called uncalled capital. So called up capital here is 5 and 3, which is 8 rupees, and uncalled capital is 2 rupees. Out of 5,000 shares issued, not all the shares is needed to be bought by the investors. Some may buy 5,000 shares, but if only 4,600 shares are bought, it would be like 4,600 shares into 10 rupees, which is 46,000 rupees. This 46,000 rupees is called as subscribed capital. The remaining 400 shares that is still not bought is called unsubscribed capital. Say if the company have some terms of investment, like only if 90% shares are purchased, then only the subscription is valid. It would be needed that the investor should fulfill the below. He should buy 90% of 50,000 rupees, which is 45,000 rupees. Here in our example, the subscribed capital the investor has bought is 46,000 rupees, which is greater than 45,000 rupees. So as the term is fulfilled, the subscription is valid and the share is issued. You should also note that if the term is not fulfilled, the owner will need to refund this amount. I will draw the diagram again for your reference. 5 rupees application, 3 rupees allotment, and 2 rupees calls. Out of the 4,600 shares subscribed, for example, investor 1 buys 4,500 shares of 8 rupees each, which is application money and allotment money, are also called first and second installment. So the investor 1 buys 4,500 shares of 8 rupees, and there is another investor who buys 100 shares of 5 rupees each. 5 rupees in essence, he is just buying the application, which is first installment. So the initial money which is paid by investor 1 and investor 2 are together called as paid up capital. So now you know what the remaining cost the investors have to pay. The first investor hasn't paid it for the calls, so he should pay for 4,000 shares by 2 rupees. The investor 2 has only paid for the application, so he still needs to pay for the allotment and the calls, which is 100 into 3 and 100 into 2. So this unpaid money is called unpaid capital. The first investor hasn't paid it for the calls, so he should pay for 4000 shares by 2 rupees. The investor 2 has only paid for the application, so he still needs to pay for the allotment and the calls, which is 100 into 3 and 100 into 2. The company can either use these 2 rupee calls or they can also save it for later use. Say for example, the company uses 1 rupee, which is 4500, and saves the remaining 1 rupees for later use. In case of any urgency, this saved money can help the company to pay its liabilities. This is called reserved capital. It should be noted that it is not necessary to have reserved capital, as it can be also used for calls. So thanks for watching. See you in another video. Signing off.